Hello and welcome everybody. So I'm live. You can kind of see me here. It's Matt. If you didn't know, I'll move the camera later. But as the title says, we are assembling our Shapeoko XXL today. So it's CNC, which is basically just a computer-controlled router. If you didn't know what that was, so with this we'll make like distro plates and all kinds of other mods and cool stuff. So it came a while ago, but we've been slowly gathering parts, and that's why it's taken so long. I also had to build this cabinet for it, something we could put it on. So now we're finally getting to assembling it, and it's probably going to take a little while. Although, the one thing that's really nice about the Shapeoko XXL or any Shapeoko CNC kit is that it comes mostly assembled, to be honest. So a lot of it is assembled, but obviously the whole thing can't be assembled. So that's what we're doing tonight. I'm not sure if we'll get it all done tonight, but we're going to get as far as we possibly can. And hopefully we can at least get the whole main CNC itself rigged up tonight. As far as getting the software running and stuff, that'll probably take me the next couple days. And maybe even next week we can have some demonstrations of some sort. I've got to practice with it too. So just stay tuned for more, but I suppose we'll just kind of dig right in. If you guys have questions about it, feel free to ask. I'm definitely not an expert on it, but I do know that there are plenty of experienced CNC users in our group and our Discord, so just hit those links below if you have some more questions that I can't answer. Otherwise, if you want to talk about water cooling and modding in general, feel free. So I'm not sure how good this camera up here is going to work, but I don't know. It'll work, I'm sure. So we're just going to get right into it. First step, I've actually got the instructions up here on the screen, so I'm just going to kind of follow along. That's what the mouse is for, so I can keep scrolling. It first says, though, to put in the feet, the leveling feet, and it says leveling feet clockwise until the top of the threads is flush with the back side of the nut. So, is the base level? Do you mean the cabinet? Mark asked if the base was level. As far as, oh, Bradley, my bad. Bradley Morgan. I think I know that guy. Oh, you gotta speak more clearly. My helper isn't very good with the names. But, as far as the unit being level goes, you level it, I mean, the cabinet is very level itself, as it is, but that's what these leveling feet are for. So it comes with 4 feet that go on the perimeter of it, and then you can actually level the machine completely using these because they screw in nicely. After this, we got to get out the MDF. It sounds like it says lay out the 3 cross straps parallel to each other with 12 inches of space between them. Once we finish with this last foot here, right there, right there, right there, right there. Okay. So yeah, we can put these off to the side, it almost looks like, or at least out of our way. So these are the 3 cross straps, and they're actually decently heavy. They're big chunks of steel. So this whole thing is pretty crazy. The box weighs like 150 pounds. So it's really a lot of fun kind of getting this all apart. But here we go. So it's to get these 3 cross members out and about 12 inches apart. Hopefully we can do that. So, if you guys have assembled one of these before and notice that I'm doing something wrong, feel free to let me know. Hopefully I don't mess this up, but it shouldn't be too bad. So the cross straps will be placed so the flange edges are facing down. Oh, okay. So we gotta flip these over. If that makes sense. Note that there are 2 threaded holes in the center of each cross strap. Okay. Rear base plate. Place 1 MDF base plate across the back half of the cross straps as shown in the figure. Okay. So we gotta take our MDF with the single hole side being right in the middle. the cabinet work with time? No, it's entirely screwed together with a frame made out of 2x3s and everything. So, no, it's not gonna work. It's a pretty solid structure. So we're running out of space by a little bit, but I think we'll be okay here. So once you get the base plate mostly lined up, fastest way to flush with the edges of the straps. Okay. Insert 3 M5 by 25 screws into the 3 counterstrung holes as shown in the figure. Okay, so we're going to get out our screws. So 3 of them. We'll start with this middle guy, just because it's probably not going to be super easy to line up. I may move those other cross members a little bit. Until they stop, but do not tighten. Okay, so loosen a little bit. Probably because it's all going to move around a little bit still. So, this one. So this is going to be a little bit of a tedious process. However, once we get this base plate on, I think you guys will actually see it start to come together to a certain extent. So maybe that'll be interesting. So this is the fun part here. Don't have all the sticks in the world, but we shall make room. So then after that, we'll just really front base plate. Place the second MDF base plate across the front half of the cross strap as shown. Place the MDF so that the 6 counterstrung holes are furthest away. Okay, and then do the same thing, do those screws. Just pull it loose. Now we gotta get out this other base plate. And position it like so. Look at that, we made the bench the right size. Cabinet, whatever it is. How are the comments looking, Ellie? A little quiet. Oh, the Twitch stream. So we are no longer doing Twitch just because YouTube and Twitch both kind of frown upon live uploads of one on the other site. So we just decided that we're going to stick with YouTube and Facebook. So you can always find it on YouTube as well as Facebook. I definitely recommend going to our YouTube. Not only is a better platform out to use for this kind of stuff, however, you can see it in 1080p then, because we are streaming 1080p on Facebook. Pretty positive it's limited to 720. I'm not sure if they've changed anything. I did notice today that one thing that changed on Facebook was when you under the admin on a group, you could. Oh, is there a question? Yeah, YouTube should be 1080p 60 FPS, but Facebook I think is 720 30. So sad days. Yes, I did get the dust boot. That actually just came yesterday. So that's kind of what, I mean, it all kind of came at the right time here. We just got the cabinet mostly finished up. We still have to make the drawers actually. But yes, we did get the dust boot. I've got it like unboxed. Here's some of the pieces. But the rest of it's in the box here. A shop vac like rigged up inside this cabinet. So we've got some hose. So I'll hook that all up. Maybe we'll do a stream of that or something, but that should be pretty simple. Self-explanatory, but now we've got both. The property of Hank decal, so it's actually pretty cool. It will go underneath the cross straps, and the 6 holes drilled into the end plate will match up to the 6 countersunk holes running along the rear edge of the 2 MDF base plates. Okay, so we're going to turn this, rotate, so the cross straps do. Probably gonna lose my mouse. Don't lose your mouse. Use a mixer. You get a bunch of gamers, he said. Interesting. But I don't think I can do mixer and YouTube is the problem. Like we definitely want to get our YouTube going because our YouTube is honestly doing pretty well as far as small channels go. However, if we keep working on it, we might actually look at some of the YouTube. So carefully lift. Note that the flange of the end plate will go beneath the cross straps. I see. I see, says the blind man as he picked up the hammer and saw. Oh, shoot. Lost this end. He said hello. Oh. Oh, hello. That's what I have to say. So, I'm not sure how we're supposed to be able to see these holes. But I think we did that right. Let me get my mouse back. Okay, insert 6 of those screws into the countersunk holes. Screw them in through the cross straps and the end plates. Turn the screws until they stop, but do not tighten. Okay, so we're supposed to assume that these just magically line up. We shall find out. Is this camera, oh here, let me see if I can move it out a little bit. I guess that kind of gives you a little bit of an angle. So, as I suspected, these holes do not line up as easily as they... Oh, that's probably why. I see. The center strap was underneath it, and it's not supposed to be. This is not a light tool. Oh, see, now we can see holes. I like this. Things are starting to line up. I can see the light at the end of the hole. Cat shirt. I'm not sure. Like CAT as in cat, like a cat? Not a dog? Huh. Yeah, I'm not certain about the cat shirts. Are you sure you can't pronounce their name? I feel like I have a guess on who it is, but I'm not saying. No. Interesting. I'm not sure about the cat shirts. If I had a 25% discount, what if I told you I already do? No, I still buy all the things. I don't know. Lately I've just been buying stuff for my test bench, so like lots of QDCs, just a bunch of fittings and stuff. I don't know. There's always water cooling stuff you can buy. Like, to be honest, if you guys are getting these coupon codes, because yeah, that is something I should mention while we're just sitting here with our thumbs out of our butts right now. is go check out our reviews. If you check out the post in our Facebook group about how you can leave us reviews, and then we'll send you sick coupon codes up to 25% off. You can grab those codes, guys, leave us reviews, like I said. And I would honestly, if you're looking to use them, because they will expire by April 16th, if you get them April 16th of this year, I would just like stock up on like fittings and stuff. Me personally, I do a lot of rigid tubing builds, so I would always try to buy like compression fittings, and you can never have too many 90s or 2x45 rotaries and just stuff like that. So I don't know if you guys are grabbing those codes. There's definitely a lot of stuff that you could just stock up on and be ready for your next build, even if you don't have it quite planned out yet. So we've almost got these screwed in. And we will be doing like review things like this probably a few times a year. So although these coupons, are only going to be around for a few months, there'll still be more opportunities to do that this year. So these middle screw holes do not quite want to line up. Is that it? It's making me sad. Is that it? Did I get it? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Where's my phone? If I have a light. If I shine a light through it. I'm just trying to get what? There. The missing thermal compound. No, I think we're gonna have to call Shaggy and Scooby out here for that one, because we need like the mystery machine and everything to solve that one. That's a really good one though. Okay, we got one end plate on, and it's not fully tightened. Front end plate. That was the back. I don't think there's a difference. Hopefully not. Carefully lift the front edge. So we're going to do that same step all over again. And then we'll actually be done assembling the base. 5 minutes. Okay. Sorry if there's questions for the next 5 minutes. My assistant is taking a break. Right? All the questions. Just repeat your questions in 5 minutes if they don't get responded to. So we're just moving this around anyways. Quite a bit. So it is a bit of a struggle. What fun, they said this week. Not hard, they said. Oh boy. Okay. We've got her turned around. Now, the other end plate. So is this camera still good? For the most part. Let me know if you guys can't see something or have questions about something. Although, like I said, I'm not entirely sure if even I can answer everything. Right. But I did see that Joe Mercado joined the stream a while ago. I'm not sure if he's still here, but he has one of these exact units, and he's kind of been guiding me through at least getting all the stuff for it. So he knows quite a bit, and like I said, I know there's quite a few other people in the group and in our Discord that know what they're doing with CNCs, so ask away. But hopefully the next few months here I can figure out actually how to use this thing properly, and PPCs will start making some pretty cool mods with it. I'm pretty excited for that. If you guys have been looking to get custom work done, of course we still have the laser and our vinyl cutter and all that good stuff, but this will add another tool to our arsenal. So we're just doing the same thing we did to the last side over there, and we're just putting in these M5 bolts into the front and back plates. Apparently one's a front and one's a back, but they're identical. So This time it's lining up much easier. We only have 3 left after this guy. So what I was actually thinking, and you guys can let me know in the comments or shoot me a message or whatever, is eventually once we do actually get this like running projects a lot, and actually have this running a decent amount of time during the day, I could just set up a live feed on PPCs probably, and just have you guys watch the CNC run a project. So don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but I mean, especially like if you placed an order and then you saw it like get set up on the CNC and then start running, I think that'd be pretty cool in my opinion. Watch your mod get made before your eyes. So I'll see if I can do something like that. Is my assistant back now? Nope, still not back. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any questions. I should get to them soon. So we've almost got this front plate in, and then we get to go on to the next step. So there we go. That's one step down, ladies and gentlemen, or at least one section of steps. So next step is carriages. Oh, this site cannot be reached. What? What is happening? Carbide 3D, don't let me down now. Okay, carriages, let's try to go. Please work. What? Are you kidding me? The carriages link isn't working. What the heck? Well, I'm gonna go like this, copy. We're gonna open up Internet Explorer, or Edge, not Internet Explorer. I'm sorry, that doesn't exist anymore. Let's open up a new browser and try to do it that way. Can't reach this. Are they is their website seriously down right now? Let's see. Ellie, can you try? Oh, maybe it's just this computer, which would be really frustrating if that's the case. Let me try to pull up my laptop quick here, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to pull it up, guys. The instructions seem to be missing at the moment. Desktop. Okay. Shapeoko assembly and carriages. Okay, that's working. The extrusion holes, the labeled holes, has mounting holes for the controller in its middle shown. Okay, place the extrusion with the Shapeoko decal. The final extrusion paint. Running from front end plate. Okay, Y1, Y2. Preparing the carriages. Remove the 3 carriages, Y-axis right assembly block. Oh, okay. So first we're going to get our big old aluminum rails here. So one of them has a Shapeoko logo on it. Okay, so that's this guy. He goes last. And then these two are somewhat different. Yeah, so there's one with holes. There's one without holes. Okay, so yeah, just like this and this. Oh the DeWalt. So here, I'll show you in a sec. The DeWalt is down here. It's the DWP 611. So let me see if I can get the instructions back on this screen, just because it's much easier. Hey, there we go. Carriages. Go, go, go. Hey, it worked. Cool. I think it's just because I don't have the antennas on that board. So maybe that's why it just gets crappy signal sometimes. The extrusion labeled holes has mounting holes for the controller in its middle as shown in the image. Remove the carriages from their boxes. Okay, so we gotta move this guy. And then we have to get our carriages out. So we have our y-axis right assembly, y right, so that'll go over here. This is what I watched the video on how to like put this together, obviously, just so I'd be a little bit prepared. However, what they were saying is that if you get the, what is it, the X car, all this stuff, all these carriages, because these are like stepper motors with a bunch of bearings and stuff, this is what moves the whole rail system. The X car doesn't come pre-assembled like these ones, and the one guy I was watching was pretty pumped that he didn't have to assemble more carriages. So, and by the looks of these things, I'm pretty pumped I don't have to assemble them. So here's our middle XZ axis, so this will go up and down. It's got two motors on it. They almost look like DDC pumps, and it's really funny. The connectors are pretty similar to what you'd see in a PC anyways, so kind of cool. Here we go. So this guy in the middle. There's more pieces in here. With some springs and a bearing. And one more plate. This is the Z carriage. Oh yeah, this is up and down. So there we go. Get that out of the way. Okay, XZ assembly. So we're going to assemble this guy first. Let me get the video feed back up here. Okay. So the X carriage and Z carriage are shipped together in the same box along with two small bags containing springs and the idler assembly. The Z carriage is the smaller of the two carriages shown in the image below. Carefully remove the Z carriage. Ensure the belt is not damaged or removed from its initial installation location. Install idler. The idler assembly ships are in the proper order. See image below to verify ordering of various components. Yep, looks correct. Carefully remove the nut while ensuring the remaining components stay on the bolt. Insert the bolt through the located. Okay. Yeah, that's actually what I saw the other guy do, and he actually recommended that Winston Moy guy, so I will do that. So we're going like this. And we have to put the little idler assembly right here. So secure by finger tightening the nut on the opposite side of the X carriage. Once it's through the slot, loosely attach the nut on the back side of the plate. Loosely attach the nut on the back of the plate. So leave this finger tight. Okay. So you can still move that. Okay. Fixed pulley. Align the spindle mount with the bottom slot of the holes on this guy. So it's like this, fixed pulley. So this has to go into there like so. The carbide logo should go right side up. Except for my bolt holes are in the opposite side as their picture Did they change it? That'd be good to know. Should be on the left side of the plate. Okay. Carbide logo should be right side up, but the position of the pocket hole in the spindle mount does not matter, left or right side. Oh, so they just stick this logo on whichever way they feel like it. That's cool. Mine's a lefty. Looks like theirs is a righty. Good enough. Okay, turning the Z carriage over. So we need the M5 by 16. We're gonna put this guy, we're gonna attach. So this is what holds the actual router. We gotta attach him like so. With some of the 16 millimeter, these should be 16 mil. We shall measure them just to make sure, but there's not any other ones, so. Okay. I don't think they're these. No. They should be these ones. So, yeah. Get our nuts out, and then we'll get this carriage going in the spindle mount. Two. So we need two of these guys. By 16. Aren't these it? Oh. Maybe these aren't it. I feel these are too big. Oh, here we go. I did open the wrong bag. It is this bag that has the slightly longer M5s. Those are M6s. Durr. So let's get out these two guys. And the fixed pulley is on the left while the logo is up. Okay, so everything is in order. Let's get these screws started. And I think we have to set up the belt next. That shouldn't matter for now. So, let's wonder how tight we get these. Oh, okay. I think he's talking about his message. So, you can email sales and they should be able to get you in touch with Barrow. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, just email sales and they'll get you in touch with Barrow. It should have come with a way to get the instructions, or you can just try going on barrow.com, their website, and it should probably, the instructions for how to install it should be there. Okay, so that's the spindle into the carriage, tighten the screws down at this point, and then assembly using some thread locker will help keep them. Oh, well, I'm glad you told me that now. I guess I can stop and undo these and put some thread locker on them. Yes. Like I said, I wish they would have said that before they said to tighten them down. But oh well. They did give us thread locker, so put a little bit on these guys. I need my skizzers. Okay, so that's a little bit of Loctite. We'll just put a little bit around the end here. That's probably more than enough. You really don't need too much of this stuff, unless you wipe it off on your finger. Try not to wipe all of it off on your finger. Yeah. It's one with thread locker. And there's two. And that shouldn't ever come apart now, hopefully. Tighten the screws down. Okay, I flipped the Z carriage and oriented as shown in the image below. The bearings will be on the underside. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought I put this on wrong. Okay, top of the bearings belt will now be on the underside. I have to make sure this pulley, or this belt is correct. So it's through there, and it comes out, and they have it like, this looks like a pain. Apparently it's not as much of a pain as other CNCs that are like a kit like this. So that's good to know at least. So yeah, this goes like this. Now we gotta get this guy out. Bottom loop, slide carriage onto rails. Dang it. Stay there, belt. Come on, guy. Go on straight, please. Okay. This is all the way under the rails, bottom loop. Oh, top loop. So let's see if I can get this guy back off the top. If not, I guess I'll just slide it back. Come on out the top, friend. Okay. There's our friendly belt. We have the top loop and the bottom loop. Line the carriage from below and aligning it to make sure the groove in the V-wheel is aligned. The X carriage wheel will slide up. Okay. Wheels will slide up, seating evenly and securely on both sides. Examine the four bearings on the Z carriage and take note that the V-shaped gap between the two back wheels is shown in the image. Okay, routing the belt. Oh, okay, so this is just going to have to go. Oh. Slowly pull the bottom portion of the belt and loop it over the idler as shown. The idler can move up and down as we can, unless we don't have it far enough. We take our handy dandy Allen wrench. Loosen this up. We should get enough distance. Now, let's get it up around the top. There we go. So, now it's around both. Carefully wrap the under portion of the belt pulley as shown. Tension screw. So, carefully place on its back, resting on the motors. I get a little box. Oh, no. someone mentioned in the comments. Very nicely. So far we're getting the XZ carriage put together, and it's going somewhat slow, but we're making progress. All the way until it stops at the 2 posts. Okay. And then I suppose we can tighten this belt. Oh, I see. It's not quite on fully what it's supposed to be. Maybe we should take it off the top. Push it on the bottom properly. Get it back over the top. And now I think we can try to get this guy. That's a really awkward screw. I think we want this to be tight. Pull it until it stops. Ensure you have only finger tighten the end of the screw. Oh, I see how you do it. And you just go like this. Take your handy dandy Allen wrench. And this is going to take a while because there's so much room to play with it. Get it going with my fingers. Probably faster than it goes. So we're just trying to tighten up this belt. That makes the whole router go up and down. So that is definitely a necessary feature. And now we're at the top part. Well, slow and steady always wins the race. Especially if I can't get this dang Allen wrench. This now. Same price. This guy just doesn't want to cooperate. Come on, buddy. Have I tried all of them? This one's definitely small. Why is this one such a nasty little screw? Unless it's an entirely different size. So you just tighten in, use a hex wrench to tighten the tightening screw, shown tightening screw that will push on the idler, so the belt should be tight enough that it doesn't slip off the idler and does not flex as the carriage moves up and down. Use a 4mm hex key and a 10mm wrench. I swear this Allen key just does not want to work in this little tension screw, and it's really frustrating. Like this other end will work, but I can't get to it with this end, so a little progress. This is just a really lame screw. I'm getting out some other Allen wrenches because that was just not working. So, should be this guy. No. It's this So that one works. So now we got to tighten this whole thing up by getting out our little wrench around this little nut on the back. Not this little wrench, slightly bigger little wrench. This little guy. A nice little wrench. And our M4. Okay, that should be plenty tight. We'll get the wrench off now. There we go. And now this guy moves up and down nicely. Okay. Install springs. Okay, lay the X carriage on one of its sides and place springs around the loop carriage. Oh, that's how that goes. So we should start with it up there. Put this little foam there. So it comes with these little springs here. I think this just helps it come back up, I suppose. So we get these guys out. And there's little nuts or bolts. You want to go like this. There we go. Got that one. There's one. Pull up on the spring. Touch the X. Yep. Turn the X carriage on this other side and to the other one in the same manner. Okay. Can do, sir. These stepper motors are like ridiculous. So on one side and around the other. So now it has springs. Using the two M5x55 install the spindle mount. Do not tighten this point. We will secure these screws after we install spindle later in this guide. Okay. Now it just wants me to put these front screws in the spindle mount. Then we need to take out this sleeve. So now, put this below. So it's just these two screws right here. And it just wants us to start those. So we won't tighten them, but we'll get them in. Started. There we go. Installing the Y-axis left carriage. Okay. So this is where things get interesting. I'm going to clear off some space here because we probably need it for this step. So I wonder how interesting this actually is for all of you. Hope I'm not boring you too much. But this is like a good adult Lego type of fun. Y'all are into that. I would assume you are if you're into PCs, because that's basically what PCs are. Although if you're a modder, it becomes less Legos and more just wood. So, I'm not sure. Move these guys. Oops, don't want to lose them. Some little screws off to the side. I think we'll probably need them now though. And these. So, look at the bag label extrusion that contains, so this bag that I just moved. You will also need the 4mm hex key. The X-axis extrusion rail is the one with Shapeoko sticker with label attached to it. Examine this rail. Note that it has two distinct sides, a V-rail side. So yeah, the V-rail side is on the front, just like this side, and the square side. The Y-axis left carriage will be bolted to the x-axis extrusion rail using 4 of the M6x12 screws. That's that bag, right? Yep, okay, so that's a bag of screws. The bearings on the y-axis left carriage will ride on the V-rail of the left extrusion rail. This means the y-axis left carriage must be bolted onto the x-axis extrusion rail with the bearings facing outward or to the left. So this is the y-axis left. The bearings facing outward. And the stepper motor in, so like this. Oh no, like this. And then it's going to go on right up there. I think I'm going to move this big old behemoth off to the side there. Got our bag of screws. So this is left, this is right. Slide this guy up. And move these guys in. And now we get to attach the stepper motors with their plates slash carriage. So this will just go in just like this. So we gotta get our Allen key. 4 of these little guys. And secure as shown. There. So this is pretty straightforward, and I'm really glad I haven't had to assemble any of these like stepper motor like assemblies, because as someone said with the X-Carve, it seems to take quite a bit longer because of the added assembly. So if you guys are looking at getting a CNC for home, these are actually like super affordable as far as an actual piece of machinery like this goes. But the Shapeoko is apparently what most people end up going with. What my buddy Joe also told me is that what people get with the Shapeoko, or what you get with the Shapeoko, is what you kind of end up doing. Like all the upgrades that already come with the Shapeoko are what you end up doing to the X-Carve. So I don't know. It's horse piece, I suppose, but I chose what was recommended by my colleagues. So I appreciate all the help, Joe, by the way, if you're still watching. I'm probably going to need your time and much, much more of it coming up, because I really don't quite know what I'm doing yet as far as how to run a CNC, but we'll definitely learn as we go, and we watch a lot of YouTube videos and whatnot. If you guys all have tips, let me know. I'm always up for some positive feedback and advice. I want to make sure these are probably good and tight. I suppose I should have put Loctite on these too, but these ones shouldn't be quite as hard to get to tighten up as those ones on the inside of that XZ carriage. So thank you everyone for sticking it out so far. As I mentioned, if you guys haven't, or if you didn't hear it before, if you weren't here, check out our review option right now. It's one of the posts in our Facebook group or on our page, and you can check out all of the review options. You can get yourself up to a 25% off coupon code, so definitely hit that up, guys, if you're looking to make a purchase soon. With 4 bolts as shown, be careful not to cross those bolts, note the motor will be behind the x-axis rail. Assume we do this to the other side. Oh, I tighten them. Maybe I'll loosen them. So you only install one side, I guess. Okay, I'll loosen these up a little bit, because they said actually do not tighten them. So, because I guess you have to square the machine up, apparently, is what they're saying. So, get those a little bit loose, and that should help square it. Carefully slide the XZ carriage onto the extrusion rail as shown. Oh, this is fun. That's why we don't put it on the other side, because we have to put this guy on. So this guy just slides on, all schlick-like. Oh, make sure you get it all the way on. This is not as easy as they quite say it is. A helper would be very handy. I can tell you that much. Wow. Okay, get that bottom one lined up. There we go. That's going down a little bit easier. Slide those blocks in. Sorry if you guys can't see right now. I'm just really struggling. Oh, there we go. So, look at that. Boom. It's starting to look like something, ladies and gentlemen. So, now we got our XZ carriage on the X-axis. Very cool. Okay. Be careful not to let it slide into the Y-axis left carriage. Don't crush it. Aligning the V-wheels slowly slide. Seated on both the top and bottom. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's on that. That's on that. Yep, we're all good. Installing right Y carriage. So now we gotta do that other side. This guy, right here. So, bearings facing outward. Also, this motor goes in the front. A. Oh, no, outside. It goes the same way. Okay, moving forward these guys. Now we should be on the other side. Oh wow, it's quite a bit heavier now with that carriage on it. Who would have thunk it? So these ones we don't have to super tighten, because they said we get to square up the machine later. Sorry if you guys can't see right now. I'm just doing exactly what I did on the other side though, so not much to be missed. Show you like that, I guess. Yeah, just getting these bolts in to the X-axis. It's probably plenty tight. Okay. 2 down, 2 to go. How are the comments looking, Ellie? Either my phone died or my helper died. I wonder what happened. If you guys do have questions, feel free to DM me, as always. DMs on Facebook aren't quite as good. I try to get to those as fast as possible. If I don't get to your DM, just shoot me an email, matt@performancepcs.com. That is also in the description of this video, so always feel free to shoot me an email and I will get back to you more than likely within a business day. If not, it's a weird day, so feel free to hit me up if you have any questions, guys. Okay, so we got the Y-axis right on. There's no need to tighten. And we're on to the next step. Rail system. Please don't screw up again, website. I think it's going to screw up again. Yeah, okay, beautiful. For some reason, the internet is just being awesome tonight. It's just wonderful. Oh, I guess my phone disconnected from the Discord. So 1 second. Let me get back in so I can hear my assistant. I love it when Discord just likes to do its own thing. Well, sorry. I'm not reading chat, obviously. So, what did I miss? Did you really? I didn't even hear it because I have these headphones in. Okay, so because the internet's not assigned to work on the bench, we're scrolling down to get to the next step on the laptop. Wow, we went through a lot in that step. There was a lot of steps in that one. Good work, people. Good job making it through. We have been at this an hour now. I'll probably give it another hour. Hopefully we can get it most of the way assembled. They'll install left Y rail. So it'll be that side. A pair of clamps. Okay, I have clamps right here in the shop. So lots of clamps. Thank you, Jim, for that. Carefully insert the V-shaped edge into the left extrusion. Oh, Joe said that. Y-axis left V-groove bearings as shown. So we got to get this rail onto this plate. How fun. Let's do it. So, oh, okay. So let me see. I'm going to just kind of move this along. Now I should really get a good run at it. So same thing as with the X carriage and the X rail. We're just sliding that guy on. Ooh, like butter. Look at that. Fancy. Okay. I need a drink. Carefully insert the V-shaped edge of the right extrusion rail through the Y-axis right carriage. So we got to do the same thing on the other side now. Position assembly is after that. Remember, folks, stay hydrated. So let's try to move this. This thing is quite, oh, look at that. Keep moving, boy. Oh, I see why I won't keep moving. That'll do it. Okay, we gotta get past this guy a little bit. No, not too far. I'm just losing stuff on the other side. Come on. I know you can. Ooh. Okay. Should be fair enough. At least I'm hoping. Let's get the mouse out of the way. Now we'll get the right side rail in its home. Look at that. What a beaut. So now I'm going to scroll down before getting too far. Okay, so now we do put it in the ends. Move the assembly. No, yeah. Oh no. Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Oh. Okay. This is tough right now to get this thing perfectly in its actual home. Like I said, it'd be really useful to have a partner here right now. Oh, there we go. That's some progress right there, folks. Okay. I'm going to start lining up bolts. So the front and back fusion holes, these will match up. Okay. Oh, just, oh, 4. Okay. So we should be able to start putting these in. Let me know if I'm getting something wrong, folks. But I do believe this is the next step. So then I'm just going to put one in on each of the fronts and then I'll go to the back. Just so we slowly kind of get it all square. Otherwise I'm afraid I might not be able to pull the members far enough. Okay, that's the front started. I'm gonna go to the back. Oh, this is definitely a little bit harder back here, but I think we'll figure out how to manage. Come on, screw. Start for me. This guy is just being so difficult. Oh, and then I had to drop one behind. Beautiful. We have to get that out. Oh, and then the next one just goes in easily. Of course. Why would it go any other way? Any more good tips from the people in the comments? Not yet. Okay, well I have to get this screw back, so bear with me. There it is. One screw retrieved. So I think I am going to pull this side out though to get to this back. But there we go. Over all my hose. Ah, I'm so good at dropping these. Boxers or briefs, he says. So, where is this? There we go. Okay. So, that's all of them started. Now it says, four species will match holes in hand plates shown. Don't they all? The front and back. Yep. Okay. What? Securing the left. Oh, so that's later. So we gotta get all four in all of these. Joe Mercado. Of course, Joe Mercado. What a fool. We have two more screws. I see. Well, we'll get in a better camera angle soon. But I feel like I probably have to go back and tighten all these up again eventually, because I said not to tighten these down all the way yet. At least I don't think so. Only finger thread. Yeah. Do not tighten them down completely. So we're just getting them seated nicely, and we'll come back later and fully tighten them. Okay. So that's the back. Over there. Now we have three more to go on the other back side. Let's go do that. Pull this side out. That's beautiful. Sorry. It's a heavy cabinet now. It's got another 150 pounds on the top, as it wasn't heavy enough already. So two left on the back, and then we just got to finish up the front side. overall, so far the assembly really hasn't been too bad in my opinion. An idiot like me can't screw it up too much with how far they've already put it together for you, which is kind of nice. Okay, so on the back, screws are in. Oh, there you go, headphone users, just for you. Get the rest of the front on, and then we got to get the other side. Easiness says hi, Matt. Well, hello there, Mr. Easiness. How is it going for you tonight? I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope everyone is. Not sure how much fun this really is, but I'm having fun. That's all that matters to me. Oh, we're almost done securing all these rails. It's actually starting to look like a machine. One that we can use. Maybe. So the XXL has a 1 meter by 1 meter bed apparently. I forget what the other sizes are, but they are decently smaller. I think the next size down is just one of these one of these sheets of MDF, not both of them, which is still a decent size. Yeah, that's what everyone was saying online, is that this is way easier to assemble than the X-Carve ever was. So, because like I said, you have to like assemble like all of this stuff down to individual parts and each of the sides. So, check this out, folks. Look at this. Whee! This is cool. So, we're getting there. Lifting the rail at least one hole in the extrusion to the front plate. 2 and 6 by 12. And these are all going. Are we talking about these ones? I think it's these guys. What are we doing here? Finger thread. I see. That's good. Okay, so move the right side. So using the box and support the wire element shown. Okay. Okay, now we gotta do the belting. Cool. Okay. Belts are all in this bag. Let me clear these boxes. Cool. Look at us go. We gotta get the belts on now. I wish. Hey, our internet might be back on the bench. Please be back. Please be back. You can do it. Damn it. Come on. I believe. What is wrong with this thing? So we take out our 3 belts. All of them are the same apparently. Put them through these little doodads, these little angles. There's one with the teeth out. Is the teeth out? No, it's teeth in. Teeth in. This guy on the left. Put this through here. Put it back down. so that 2 inches are turned in the direction of the top, except that the teeth interlock. So I need 2 inches. Not bad, that's probably more than 2 inches. This is probably more like getting closer. That's probably 2 inches. So you have to make sure that these teeth interlock. The X-axis belt installation. Okay. Insert one end of a belt through the belt clip as you start the belt. Ensure that the bottom 2 inches between locks. And secure it to the Y-axis left gear as shown in the image below. Again, 5x10. Okay. Now we take 5. Now we take this guy, move this up, and we have to make sure the 2 inches are interlocked. And put in a little screw. Oh, I don't want to drop our little screw. Don't lose any screw. I think that's the key to a successful assembly. Not certain of. So how tight do you get that guy? The teeth remain facing down. Oh wow. So now we get to feed it through. Oh, this is really hard to see. We have to get it up in between. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this isn't one of those good old boys though. This seems somewhat interesting. So we have to get it to go up in between. We got it underneath these pulleys. Come on, you stupid cable, get out of my way. Now it's gonna go up in between? Are you kidding me? How is that even possible? There is no space in between those. What you do once you get it to go in between. Come on, little buddy. Oh, come on, little buddy. Oh, he's just poking his little belty head through. You can't wait. Get in between your little bearings. Go to your home. He's stuck. He doesn't want to go anymore. Maybe if I grab this little tiny Allen wrench, I can help him. I can help him out. Hey, belt buddy. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I got it. We got that through there, and I bet we attach it to the other side now. Use your fingers. Move up between the flanged bearings. Yes, sir. Carefully reach in behind the lower with the shown. Pull the loop up and over the X-axis motor pulley. So we gotta get this guy to go up. Oh, I see what you do. You just get her in there like a little hooker. And then you get this loop to come through here. probably far enough. Just through there. Okay. Now we have to get it over this x-axis motor. I see why we had to get it through there. Boom! It's on the x-axis motor. Amazing. Okay, feed the free end through another belt clip. Pull through enough so that a 1/4 inch in the belt clip. Okay, so we're gonna have to get our little ruler out. Put that guy right there. And we have to get our belt clip out. We have to put him through just like the other one. And we have to position it so there's only a 1/4 inch. Is that it? A 1/4 inch, they said? Yep. Okay, so pull some of the belt back through. You want a 1/4 inch. Ooh, that's really close. That's actually right on the money right there. Good job, me. Insert the screw, tighten as shown. Tighten enough to snap. Okay, so we gotta be able to snap this guy. Let me get our little ruler out. And get this screw started. Is that a good enough snap? You kind of snap. Satisfying. Get that side a little bit tighter. It snaps, I think. I don't really want to tighten it up too much. Or is it not? I think it's supposed to be like that. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Somebody can let me know if it is wrong. But do not over tighten, as this could bend and damage the x-axis motor pulley. Yeah. Insert, okay, so now we need left axis rail belt installation. Insert one end of a belt. Let me see. It says Hank messaged me. I wonder what Hank could want. Is Hank saying something in the comments, Ellie? What a boob. Insert one end of a belt through the belt clip as described. Yep, ensure 2 inches, belt interlocks. What did Hank say? He's wondering how the stream went. It's still going, sir. I can't talk to you right now. Please just watch. Secure to the front. Okay. So we're basically doing the same thing on this side again. Oh, and this one should at least be a little bit easier to do. It's not quite as jumbled up in that carriage. So we gotta insert it to the clip with an excess of about 2 inches. That's pretty close. Maybe just a little bit less. Okay. So we need another one of these handy dandy screws. Let's get this guy started. Now we get to feed this belt through. So kind of the same way we did the middle one. goes under. And now that we got it all the way through, we have to push him up in between. And like I said, this one's much easier. There's a little more space to work on this side. You'll be able to see that side when I do it. But it's that same kind of process here, so we need another one of these little clips. Go down here. I assume we want it just as tight as the other one. So we'll try to get our 2 inches belt through it. So that's pretty close right there. And that's pretty much a 1/4 inch. Get the screws started. Come on, screw. I know you want to go when you're home. I said go when you're home. Okay. Now it's going. That side started. Seems good to me. Everything seems to be in order. Let's do the other side. This is the last belt. That's a total of 3 belts. And I think we're actually making pretty decent progress. I may finish this up another night. Well, tomorrow probably, but as I said, we definitely got a long ways tonight. But if you guys are actually like picking up one of these and want to see how to assemble it, I definitely recommend checking out one of the YouTube videos. I kind of just thought I'd stream this just to take you guys along for the ride. I can make a video out of it, I suppose. We could actually edit this stuff and then do like a time lapse if you guys really wanted. But as somebody already said in the comments, there's other videos up that show you how to set this whole thing up and probably go into much more detail than I have tonight. So now we're just feeding this guy through. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me know if the camera angle is really bad or something. But we're just feeding this belt through these pulleys. Get it laid out nicely, and you just take it and you kind of scrunch it together here. You get it to come up in between them, like so. And we put it onto the stepper motor, just like that. And now this monitor over here is going to make this part a little bit difficult. You should be able to manage though. I'm going to put it through another clip. About 2 inches interlocked. Nope, that's not enough. It is not enough. A little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty solid to me. Okay, getting the back screw started. These all in nicely. Get the front one tightened. Now let's get the back tightened. And that should be that. So yeah, you can definitely snap that. And that seems pretty good. So check that out, folks. We got all the belts in. So nice. Let's see. Teeth facing down. Yep, we did that. Right. Yep. Feed the free end. Okay. So up next is wiring. Okay, so we got to get out another box which has all of the wiring in it. This one. So this could be quite the big step, folks, but we shall keep pressing on. Oh. Limit switch. Cool. So here's all the wiring harnesses, and this is another thing that the guy said is that with the X car, these you have to make your own wiring harnesses basically. I mean, they send you all the pieces, but yeah, of course, we're definitely gonna level in all directions. So, oh yeah, these are just little limiter switches. Cool. So here's a Y. Keep these out carefully as they recommended. So, oh, I think these are all together no matter what you do here. Because this goes into that end. This is going to go like this. Wow. Quite the harness. Okay. The drag chain. We gotta get into this bag of goodies here. Put that off to the side. So the XX's drag chain bracket is the smaller of the two stainless steel L-shaped brackets. The smaller one. This little rod right here. Remove the protective film from this. Okay. Should be white silver color. Pick one corner of the film up and slowly pull diagonally towards the other. Any adhesive is stuck in the front, move with glue gun or similar. Install the XX's drag chain bracket by loosening the two rear screws on the top of the X plate as shown. Okay, so I need some pliers. Note that when looking from the point of the shape code to. Okay, I think I know what they're saying. Do I know what they're saying? Isn't that the front? Yeah. I'm confused. Okay, so that's the back. Oh, and that's right next to it. Oh, I see. So these two. Oh, we have to put these on. By loosening the two rear screws on the top. These weren't on it yet. Does anybody know? It shows in the picture that these two, there's two more posts right here, and I have some here, so I guess I assume I attach these. Is what I should do next. Did I miss something somewhere along the way? I hope not. So, oh, this is not the same. This is though. Okay. So, however, we do want to keep these loose. So they said I'll loosen this. I need my pliers now. I don't want to mark this thing up that much. Oh. Oh boy. Come on up here, buddy. Be nice now. Please let me loosen you. Just can't get any leverage on it. This Allen key is like that before, how it doesn't actually want to go in. So let's get out the better key. There we go. And our pliers again. Wow, it just doesn't want to go. There we go. Now we have that loose. Now we need the adhesive out, and then you install this bracket on those screws. So, not sure what this adhesive is quite like. Well, you remove all of it, even the black part. There we go. We take this off. Supposedly there's adhesive under there. So we're gonna have to go a little bit looser, as this plate needs some more room. So let's get this a little bit. There we go. Wonder why they couldn't have put that on there. This seems like a part that could have come on here, but oh well. I won't complain. It hasn't been too bad. It's a good question though. I wonder if I need to put another one of these on. They show that there's another one of these little spindles on here, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do that in case I missed it earlier. This guy over here. So I'm going to tighten it with the screws loosened, side bracket between heads, and retighten both in place. So as I suspected, we're going to need our pliers, tighten this. Okay. Tighten up this guy. Okay. Now the y-axis drag chain bracket. Remove the top screws holding the left y-axis plate, motor to the left axis plate, as shown. The shorter M5 screws you just removed can be set aside and will not be needed to complete the Shapeoko assembly. It means there's extra screws? What? The two M5x16 screws can be seen protruding to the back of the plate in the image below. Note that the nuts have not been added yet. Okay, so there's two. So these guys can be removed, is what they're saying. we're removing parts. Oh boy, these are hard. There we go. So there's one excess screw removed. And there's another. Okay, so that's that done. So you need to get this 16. So I think these longer ones, let me set aside. The two M5 by 16, so the ones with the button heads. Are they over here? No. Don't these have button heads? Yeah. So M5 by 16. Oh, here we go. These must be them. Are these 16 millimeters long? No. These are only 10. So, what do we have going on here? Is this the screw cord? Yeah, these are 16. I would assume that I just replaced it with these even though they're not button heads. Maybe they just started using different ones. I guess someone can let me know if I'm wrong. But these are the only 16 millimeter screws I have left. The other ones were socket cap too. So there we go. There's one. And here goes two. So we're just replacing some screws in this, one of these stepper motors with some longer ones. I assume we'll do that to the other side as well. The nuts have not been added yet. Take the remaining drag chain bracket and remove its protecting film as shown below. With two M5 nuts. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to take off the film on this side just like this. Oh, there isn't any adhesive on here. It's just protective film. Is that all this is? Interesting. Okay, so you put this guy onto the bolts that we just added. And then we put some nuts on it. And we'll get to tighten this down. Take our little wrench now and tighten these guys. That's not the right little wrench. It's this little wrench. That are always supplied. Oh, they're so impossible to use. I just want to get off my socket set. This sucks so much. Installing the controller. Control mounts of a left Y-axis rail and move from the front. Use the M6 hex key. Move the cover. Okay, so we do have this controller. We have all that out right now, but play with that in a bit, I assume. Controller, apparently. This is what runs everything. We're taking this apart because they told us to. Apart, and yep, there's a baggie. Look at this. This is cool. This is what us PC people like. So, big PCB with a bunch of plugins. So it almost looks like a bunch of fan headers. But cool. And a USB header. It looks like interesting. Bag, 2 rubber grommets, 2. Yep. Okay. Orient the controller board so the USB and power ports are facing the rear. Oh. The USB and power are facing the rear. The mounts are over here. This is USB, and that must be power. Oh. Oh, you mean these ones? Okay, so like this. Guy. And we're going to attach this to this arm right here. This rail. Like so. I think someone keeps messaging with EPC's Facebook and it's giving me a lovely date. There's some more. What's the message this time? I wonder what these lovely people are in need of. I'll probably have to get off here soon. Check that out, guys, but we've made amazing progress so far. Let's get this controller board kind of started at least. See if we can get to the next page of instructions at the very least. Yeah, okay. So use the 2 screws, yep. Into the rail, done. Now, loosely reinstall the cover of the controller. We haven't plugged anything in yet, though. We have more work to do around the machine before connecting the wiring harness. We want to be careful not to accidentally damage the controller. Oh, okay. So they say to cover it right now because you don't want to damage anything on it. So we get our cover back, and we just put it on loosely, they say. How smart of them. Warn me not to break my expensive stuff. Well, thanks, expensive stuff, but still. So. There's one side. There's 2. Okay, so the cover's back on. The wiring harness installation. Oh, the wiring harness is pre-assembled at the factory for your convenience. It is convenient. All of the cables are routed correctly and the drag chains are spaced the correct distance apart. You only need to attach the wiring harness to Shapeoko XXL and then connect the various wires to their respective ports on the controller board. Locate the end of the Y-axis wiring harness. Oh, did I leave the call again? Is that what? Get back to the call. Oh, that's who's messaging me on Facebook so much. Why does it? Yeah, it just stops being connected to voice. Weird. We're gonna have to like try Skype or something next time because Discord is just being lovely. Can you hear me? There we go. That's how it works. Dude, I don't know what is wrong with Discord. Why is it just like disconnect? Do I have to leave the call open on my phone or what? Like it's never done that. Yeah. Right? I don't even know what this crap is doing, but oh well. Okay, we're doing the wiring harness now. The end of the Y-axis wiring harness. How do you know which is the end of the Y? Is this the end of the Y? Yeah, because this is XZ. So this is the end of the Y. This guy. Oh. This is the middle end, though. There are two ends to it. What do we do? Not detectable. Back order to controllable at this time, they say. So, but we do want this over here. Let's bring this up. So, I'm gonna make him cooperate. Oh, and then we just get our little screws. So where are our little screws? I need those before I start this. Oh, little screws. We don't use the little nuts, do we? 3x12 flathead. That should be these little doodads here, right? These are countersunk though. They're not flathead. But they do appear to be M3. You're not telling me I gotta do nuts on these things though, do you? Oh boy, oh boy. Do I really, Dad? That's gonna make this really fun. Oh, I see. That's not quite as bad. M3 nylon nuts. So it goes above. I see. Okay, so we do need to use nuts and screws, which is not as fun as I'd like it to be. Well, no, don't get what we ask for all the time now, do we? So we put them in the end of this wire harness like so. Oh wow, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. Okay, this one. Yeah, now it decides to be difficult. Let's get the other one started though.
I don't know my card.
So we'll just tighten these down. Almost got it. One more screw to go. Wait. Oh, it's just. Yeah, okay. So that's the end of that. On to there. Did I do it properly? And then that guy's going to go across the x-axis drag chain. Okay, this seems difficult. Attach the x-axis drag chain. So which way does this roll? This way? Yes. So we're getting it to roll nicely. We have to get this guy around somehow. And then we can fit in nicely to here. Yep. Okay. So now we get some more of these handy dandy screws and nuts. Wow, this is not the easiest position. I hope I have all these cables right. Yeah, this is all the XZ stuff it's labeled as, at least. So my other screw. All these cables. Boy, this is hard to get to. Come on. No, that's the wrong hole. That was actually my fraternity nickname. Fun fact for y'all. Please don't lose this nut. This part is really tedious. Did I miss any good confidence on my hiatus? Yeah, I'm not sure about the boards interfacing with Mach 3. Cheese. Of course I like cheese. Who doesn't like cheese? All kinds of cheese. I love all kinds. Except for like goat cheese. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of cheese. That isn't a good enough answer. Okay, so drag chains installed. Later. Install the limit switches. Well, wires connected and routed to the controller. Again, we'll safely remove the cover again. Oh wow. Wow. So this is where it gets really lengthy and complicated. So we're actually nearly there though. The next step after we get all the wiring done is tidying up. So As far as the wiring goes, I may or may not do that on stream, guys, just because we've been going for a good 2 hours now. I appreciate everyone who has stuck around and checked it out so far. We do have a really great start on it. As you can tell, this is actually starting to shape up to be a CNC to a certain extent. So, I'm gonna get these wires all messed up. So we have made a lot of progress tonight. I'm gonna probably pack it up here though. Like I said, may or may not stream the rest of this tomorrow. I'll probably just try to get this finished up in my free time when I can tomorrow, because tomorrow night we'll have a new product stream as usual on Thursday. Should be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to check that out, guys. We have a bunch of new products, as always, to show you guys. That's me and Garrett. As I mentioned a few times during this stream, please check out the review options right now, because you can get yourself a code up to 25% off of all the stuff in the store, but the usual restrictions apply, of course. As well as that, we have our cable mod slash PPCs slash builds.gg competition going on right now. So all you got to do is get a build up on builds.gg, post it in the comments of our post, and if you post it in the post in cable mod, you can also have a chance to win a Titan RTX. So go check out builds.gg, guys. It's a really cool website to share your builds. So and you can win some really cool prizes right now. So don't miss out on that. That's closing in the next week or so here. But beyond that, like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow. Please subscribe for more. If you do like this kind of content, we're going to be getting in depth with the CNC in the coming weeks here. So that is going to be a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys can all check it out. But for tonight, I am going to be heading off, and I'll see you all in the next one. Happy water cooling and happy modding, guys. Peace.